sincerely hope that you're doing well and that our good Lord has abundantly blessed you. This is Adventist World Radio, the voice of hope. I'm your presenter, Victor Nyacharo. On our program today, we will be addressing a section of a very important issue. That is the relationship between parents and their adolescent children. Pastor Kigundu Ndwiga will also come in during the Bible segment as he will continue the 3-part series of Aken. But before we get there, here is a song by Evelyn Dege from her first album entitled God the Healer.
The whole world in His hands.
will agree with me that it is during the adolescent period that the relationship between parent and child becomes mostly stressed and strained. Because we bring you the voice of hope, Juliet Bange will now talk to you about parents' approach to adolescents' puberty. Be blessed.
Hello, listener. It is another good moment that we bring you yet another family segment. We have been looking at different areas of family life, but today we shall look at how parents should approach the topic of puberty with adolescents. Many parents fear this topic because it involves sensitive issues. We shall throw away those fears and solve this problem once and for all. I am your presenter, Juliet. The teenage years are also called adolescence. During this time, you might begin to see the greatest amount of growth in height and weight in your child. Adolescence is a time of growth, increase, and puberty changes. An adolescent may grow several inches in several months, followed by a period of very slow growth, and then have another growth spurt. Changes with puberty or sexual maturation may occur gradually, or several signs may become visible at the same time. There is a great amount of variation in the rate of changes that occur. Some teenagers may experience these signs of maturity sooner or later than others. Girls experience puberty as a sequence of events, but their pubertal changes usually begin before boys the same age. Each girl is different and may progress through these changes differently. The average age when puberty changes may occur is between 8 and 13 years. This is the beginning of puberty. The first pubertal change is characterized by breast development. Shortly after breast development, pubic hair develops. At 12 years, the hair under the arms also starts to grow. Menstrual periods start at 10 to 16 years old. There are specific stages of development that boys and girls go through when developing secondary sexual characteristics. These are the physical characteristics of males and females that are not involved in reproduction. They include voice changes, body shape, pubic hair distribution, and facial hair. In boys, the initial puberty change is the enlargement of the scrotum and testes. At this point, the male genitalia is not large. Then, as the testes and scrotum continue to enlarge, the genitalia gets longer. Later, it grows in both size and length. In girls, the initial puberty stage is the development of breast buds in which the breast and nipple elevate. The areola, the dark area of skin that surrounds the nipple of the breast, increases in size at this time. The breasts then continue to enlarge. Eventually, the nipples at the areolas will elevate again, forming another projection on the breasts. At the adult stage, only the nipple remains erect. Pubic hair development is similar for both boys and girls. The initial growth of hair produces long, soft hair that is only in a small area around the genitals. This hair then becomes darker and coarser as it continues to spread. The pubic hair eventually looks like adult hair, but in a smaller area. It may spread to the thighs and sometimes up the stomach. What parents and adolescents should know during puberty stage is that the teenage years bring many changes, not only physically, but also mentally and socially. During these years, adolescents increase their ability to think abstractly and eventually make plans and set long-term goals. Each child may progress at a different rate and may have a different view of the world. An adolescent's mental capability consists of developing the ability to think abstractly. It is also concerned with philosophy, politics, and social issues, set goals, and long-term thoughts. Some social issues may directly or indirectly affect an adolescent. For instance, he may want independence from his parents. He may also have long-term commitment in a relationship and may be in love. Peer influence and acceptance becomes very important to them. Male-female relationships also become important. To finish with, you parents should assist your adolescents to develop socially. Encourage them to take on new challenges. Talk with them about not losing sight of themselves in group relations. Encourage them to talk to a trusted adult about problems or concerns, even if it is not you he chooses to talk with. Also discuss ways to manage and handle stress. Well, that marks the end of our program today, where we looked at how parents should understand the child development changes and assist the child to grow positively and socially straight. Remember that at this stage, they may not listen to you fully, but do not give up. Press on. I hope you enjoyed today's topic. Thanks for your company and continued listening. I have been your presenter, Juliet. God bless you.
Hope you've gained from that item by Juliet. If not, give us your views, comments and suggestions on how to improve the program. You can write to the producer, Adventist World Radio, P.O. Box 42276, code 00100, Nairobi, Kenya. Our email address is awrnairobi@eau.adventist.org. Let's get some entertainment before coming back with the Bible segment. I'm your presenter, Victor Nyacharo.
Inside of heaven. I will be happy in heaven, in that wonderful sweet by and by. If we never meet again beside of heaven, as we struggle through this world and this trial, there's another meeting place somewhere in heaven, by the side of the river of life, where the charming roses bloom forever, and the separation ends of love. If we never meet again beside of heaven, I will meet you on that beautiful shore.
That was a nice item of music from Ziwani SDA Choir with their song entitled Soon Will Come. This is the New Life program coming to you from Adventist World Radio, the voice of hope. I'm your host, Victor Nyacharo. Let us now give our attention to Pastor Kigundun Ndwiga on the second part of Eken. Be blessed.
Dear listener, we continue drawing lessons from the biblical Achan. The Israelites were rooted and humiliated because they had refused to heed the warning of Joshua found in Joshua 6, verse 18 to 19. Joshua told them expressly, "But keep away from the devoted things so that you will not bring about your own destruction by taking any of them. Otherwise, you will make the camp of Israel liable to destruction and bring trouble on it. All the silver and gold and articles of bronze and iron are sacred to the Lord and must go to his treasury. We have also been rooted and humiliated because we have taken that which is holy and used it for common use." As I think about this, several aspects of our lives come to my mind, wherein we have taken that which is holy and profaned it. The first thing that comes to my mind is the issue of the Sabbath. One of the things the Lord has called holy and asked us to keep holy is the Sabbath day. Even though Sabbath is a flag that identifies those who have chosen to rest in the finished and complete work of salvation, many of us do not keep the Sabbath holy. To many of us, the Sabbath day has just become a common day. We see no distinction between it and any other day. Regardless of the many instances God has spoken, commanding us, encouraging us, coaxing us to keep the Sabbath day holy, his words have unfortunately fallen on deaf ears. The desecrating of the Sabbath is a serious issue. Nehemiah attributed the calamity that befell the kingdom of Judah to the breaking of the Sabbath. He rebuked the nobles of Judah and said to them, "What is this wicked thing that you're doing, desecrating the Sabbath day? Didn't your forefathers do the same things, so that our God brought all this calamity upon us and upon this city? Now you are stirring up more wrath against Israel by desecrating the Sabbath." That is found in Nehemiah 13, verse 17 to 18. Many of us have desecrated the Sabbath. Some of us who claim that Jesus is Lord would rather work than go to church and worship, sending a message that we serve Mammon, not the living God. Others are students who are willing not only to study, but to write exams on the Sabbath, which is an indicator that temporal issues have eclipsed eternal, tangible realities. Could this desecrating the Sabbath be part of the reason why the church of God cannot withstand the enemy? Could this be the reason why many people do not take the church seriously? A church whose members are not ready to sacrifice the temporal for the eternal cannot impact the world. Unless we decide as members of the church to take the issues of Sabbath seriously, we will not withstand our enemy, the devil. The other area we have failed miserably in our stewardship is the stewardship of the body. Somehow, in spite of all the admonitions in the Bible, And from medical science, we are still desecrating our bodies through what we eat and also through sexual immorality. The effect of sexual immorality on the church is evident. The fact that the people within and without the church are suffering equally from the AIDS scourge simply indicates that the church cannot be seen as a solution to the problem. Our failure to be faithful stewards in this regard is an indication that the enemy has infiltrated our ranks. We will not withstand our willy foe until we decide to go back to the Bible and take the stewardship of the body seriously, remembering that even our bodies belong to the Lord, for they were purchased with the precious blood of His Son Jesus Christ. The enemy will be rooted and humiliated when every Christian married man and woman, they will reserve themselves only for each other. The enemy will be defeated in the lives of our youth when our young people decide they'll not get sexually involved until they get married, and when they do, they will practice what is called zero grazing. The third area where we have failed in our stewardship obligation is in the returning of tithes and offerings. When less than 20% of professed Christians are unfaithful in returning a faithful tithe and offerings and insist on robbing God, is that not in itself an indication that the devil has infiltrated the church through mammon worship? Is it a wonder that there is always a shortage of finances in the treasury to do the Lord's work? Dear listener, isn't this a clear indication that we have been rooted from possessing the kingdom and subduing the kingdom of darkness? If only we would remember that there are only two kingdoms and any money used goes to build one kingdom or the other. If the money is not used to expand the kingdom of God, it will automatically enlarge the kingdom of darkness. Someone made this powerful statement: there are two places in the universe where we can place our treasures, in God's house or in Satan's. And all that is not devoted to God's service is counted on Satan's side and goes to strengthen his cause. Beloved, where are you investing your treasure? Which kingdom are you strengthening? Please heed the words of Jesus now. Do not store up for yourselves treasures on earth, where moth and rust destroy, and where thieves break in and steal. But store up for yourselves treasures in heaven, where moth and rust do not destroy, and where thieves do not break in and steal. For where your treasure is, there your heart will be also. These words are found in Matthew 6, verse 19 to 21. I challenge you, dear listener, to invest your treasures in the kingdom of heaven.
That does it for today, our dear listener. Thank you for your company and attention since we started. Remember to drop in your views, comments or suggestions about the program to the producer, Adventist World Radio, P.O. Box 42276, code 00100, Nairobi, Kenya. The email address is awrnairobi@eau.adventist.org. From the entire production crew, be blessed. I have been your presenter, Victor Nyacharo. We leave you with a song called Jesus is Coming from Nairobi East SDA Choir. Be blessed.
Jesus is coming, sing the third war, coming for those he redeemed by his blood, coming to reign as the glorified Lord. Jesus is coming again. Jesus is coming again. Jesus is coming, yes, Jesus is coming. shall meet in a joyful surprise, caught up together to him in the skies. Jesus is coming again. Jesus is coming again. Jesus is coming, yes, Jesus is coming. Oh, shout and the tidings, oh, mountain and plain. Jesus is coming again. Jesus is coming, the promise is true. Who are the chosen, the faithful, the few, waiting and watching, prepare for reveal. Jesus is coming again. Jesus is coming again. Jesus is coming, yes, Jesus is coming. Oh, shout and the tidings of mountain and plain. Jesus is coming again. Jesus is coming again. Jesus is coming, yes.